Hey, what's up, my uplifting life partners? This is Ronson Five Myers. Today, I wanted to come talk about the topic: can an ex date my friend? Well, first off, it sounds like a very simple, straightforward question. Yes, no. But it's actually a loaded question with a couple of topics within it. So let's clarify or define a few words first, and then I'll bring all of it together. First, what do we mean by my friend? Is it someone I just associate with? Someone I just know? Is it an intimate friend, which means someone that is like a brother, that's family? Okay, that's an intimate friend. And again, if you guys know, I've taught about intimacy. Intimacy doesn't mean sex. I mean, somewhere in there we've linked these together. Uh, but intimate is anyone that I have an emotional attachment to. So if that friend is someone I have an attachment to, can that particular person date an ex versus someone who's just someone I know? And then what do we mean by ex? Because some people say ex just because you went on a date with them. And that brings us to the words, the date. There's a difference between a date and someone you're dating. A date, you guys know, I believe, anytime you make an appointment with another individual and it actually happens, that is called a date. If you and I go to dinner, that is a date. Dating means we continue dates. And we're continuing and we get to the point where it becomes intimate because now we're getting closer and closer because we're starting to share. As you guys know, I talk about the iceberg. It shows about 10% of who it is. The other 90% is below water. And people are the same way. People are surface level. They're going to give you 10% of who they are. And the closer we get, I'll start revealing things, the 90% that's under the water, that I don't share with the world. But you have to get close enough before I start giving that information. So that's intimate. So now, are we talking about, when we say ex, that someone I was dating or someone I have an intimate relationship with or someone I just went on a date with? Or in the friend, is it just someone that I know? Well, if it's just someone I know, I don't care who you date. If it's someone who's like a brother, who is family, we have an intimate relationship with. If I just went on a date with the person, no, because there's no attachment. If we went dating, which means we became intimate, yes, I have a problem with it. Me personally, I would never ever date anyone that one of my friends who's my intimate, who's like family, I would not start dating someone they had an intimate relationship with. There are too many people walking around the world that for me to get into a relationship with someone that they were with. Now, again, if they just went on a date and it didn't work, that's human beings. They went out, it didn't work. They'd have no attachment, cool. But I don't want to sit here, you and I, because see, there's a difference, like I said, a person I have an intimate relationship, a friend who's like family, because we run together. We hang out together. I don't want to be hanging out with you and you have my ex sitting here with you and you guys are running together. And I know some people say, well, you broke up with them. It shouldn't have any more intimate feelings towards them and that kind of stuff. You will. There's a difference between, again, someone that I just went on a date with. I can adjust to that. Someone that I was having a relationship with, no, because there are feelings there. Even when people try to act like there are no feelings, no attachment, yes, it is. Because obviously we would have never continued to date and had an intimate relationship if I could just drop you like that. Because remember, like I told you, love is accepting people just as they are. And so love is not something you just drop. You just go, because of our personality conflicts, maybe it didn't work out as a relationship, but the feelings are still there because I still care. Now I do know people, even that I ran with, that would do it. They would date someone that I went out with. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But for me personally, no, because once that is your person that you're dating, they belong attached to you. I don't want to have anything to do with them because it'll start to make me wonder, first off, if you guys are starting to date, was something going on while I was dating them? Is that maybe the reason why my relationship with them didn't work? Because you guys are too busy looking at each other when supposedly you and I are in a relationship. You guys got this little side thing going on, this little, attraction to each other. That's why for me, I just believe that if it's someone that I have an intimate friendship with, why would you want to date my ex? There are too many women running around in the world. Why would you pick my ex as someone to date? And again, I guess, and I've never been in this situation, but I guess it's one of those things, if it just happened out of the, but then again, if they were intimate, I was going to say, if they just happened to cross paths and they didn't know you dated, and they ran into each other and ended up dating and you met them, then that'd be something different. But then again, that wouldn't happen, because if you and I are intimate as far as friends, I wouldn't have a girlfriend that you didn't know about. You would know all of them because we obviously run together. So that accident that I was just about to mention wouldn't occur. So it comes back to, for me personally, if you were in an intimate relationship with another person, they're off limits for me. For me. I know for a lot of people, they're okay with that. People say, oh, you need to get over the emotional attachment. That works for you. You run with it. My thing is, there are too many people, again, why do you need to date someone that I was dating? Because for me personally, I don't date just anybody. See, I'm not one of those guys that, and I guess if you're one of those that just sleep around, then probably for you that is okay, because that's all you're doing anyway. For me, I'm very picky about who I date, very picky about who I sleep with. And so for me, there's some intimacy there because I'm with you to begin with, because I don't just date around. In my younger days, I might have been a whole different ball game, but even then, I didn't want my friends dating anyone that I dated. I know now that wouldn't be hold true. I wouldn't want them dating. But even when I was younger, I didn't. I had friends that even offered their ex-girlfriends to me, and I wouldn't date them. And they're like, man, I know she's attracted to you. I'm not interested. Why? That's your ex. There's too many people in the world. So that's just my view. Now, if you want to have those relationships and that's okay with you, and maybe I need to do some maturing, as people may say, maybe that's my issue. But for me personally, I just feel like, why are you crossing that line? And I do question whether there was something else going on behind my back while we were dating that maybe is the reason we're not dating now, because you had this little attachment to my friend, and my friend had some of the same feelings. Therefore, my relationship could never work, because the fact is there's too much going on in the background. And that should never, to me, that should never occur. My conflict in my relationship should never be because of the people that are my friends, which I'm talking about my intimate friends. Again, the people that I don't really know, I don't hang out with, I don't care. If I happen to see you with my ex, I don't have to run with you. I don't have to be around you. So that's no biggie. You guys enjoy yourselves. Someone I got to see daily or weekly, because we actually run together. We going to clubs together. We going, which I don't do all that anyway, but I'm just saying about, well, when we're hanging out, or if we go to the movies. Now those I do go to movies and dinners and stuff, and we're doing all that, and you're sitting there with my ex, there's no reason that should be taking place. And as you guys know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. Please share this with others. And if you haven't had a chance to look at my videos, go over to ronsyouchannel.com. Again, ronsyou, the letter U, channel.com. Check out all my other videos. Please leave messages. If there's certain topics you'd love for me to talk about, please share those. I'd be more than happy to talk about that also. And as you guys know, if you're not having fun, you should be doing something else. Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.